Hi, I'm Dr. Angela McBurdy of DoctorFlute.com, and today's flute tip is on perfecting your third octave. Our third octave is difficult to get a good resonant tone up there. And the people that I've listened to that I hear that amazing third octave, I'm in total awe of, because it's difficult. It's difficult to work on and to make that third octave resonate like your lower registers. The reason why your third octave is difficult is because there aren't as many overtones in that sound. So if you're playing our low C, if I'm playing my low C, I have overtones that are heard in that tone that come above it. And our Overtone series are something naturally occurring in the science of sound. And they are, first you get an octave. So like I have done work with overtones and have a video on that where you play a low C, but yet you can get a whole bunch of other notes playing C. And if I wanted to work harder, probably could get a couple higher ones, but that's not my purpose today for this. That's the Overtone series. Those are naturally occurring vibrations that occur when a low sound is produced. If you were to look inside a piano and you were to play, and you were looking at the strings, and you were to play a low note, and you hit it really hard, you'd see vibrations on certain strings. Not all of them are going to vibrate because it has to do with the wavelength and stuff that I am not even positive about because I didn't study that. If you want to study it, go right ahead. It's very interesting, I'm sure. But the overtones are the sounds that naturally occur on that wavelength, and they would go all the way up the piano. An octave, and then the third, fifth, and then the third and the fifth, and then it gets closer, the notes. So then you get a seventh and so on and so forth as you get higher. If I play a low C, it can be more resonant because I get more of that overtone series happening in that note. And our job is to get that series in that tone. So a more resonant tone has more overtones being heard in that. When you're in that third octave, so here's an octave. That third octave can be very thin if we don't work at it. I closed it off and then I tried to open it back up. I need to work harder every note above that. Now, yes, every octave above that low C needs work with resonance, but let's just talk about that third octave. So you have to work harder at getting the sound that you want in that third octave because it's not naturally there. So there's more work to be done. And I'll just give you some of the ideas that I have when I'm working up there to not let it be closed. My natural instinct is to close off that third octave, and I have to work much harder. I have to think about it and make it sing, make it have something. When I came up this run, so I just played the beginning of To An Yan, the third movement of the three pieces by Ferro. And just the opening line here, which is just to run up to a D. So I'm not even too far into the third octave, just two notes into it. I'm going to start on low D. Play that D a couple ways and say which one sounds more resonant. So when I came up to it, I didn't think that it was very resonant. I think that I closed off my throat here. nice. I don't think that's a bad sound, but is it really resonant? Let me experiment with that. Now that tone to me, whether or not you can hear it, I'm not sure. But that sound right there, I had everything open. I had some air in my cheeks to allow that sound to vibrate. I made sure that my throat was open all the way into my sinuses. I kept a very light pressure here. And every time I play that, I'm thinking about, is it got resonance? Is it light? Is it roomy? Is there room in that sound for me to put some vibrato on, for it to sing out? Let's look at another part of a high register here. Now I have in front of me this Autumn in Homeland by Anze Rosman, and this is for flute. It can be for flute alone, or it can have, it says solo flute, but he also has an electronic accompaniment that goes along with it. Makes it sound very interesting. Look that up on YouTube. So I'm working on it for a recital. This has nice runs going up. It's not too high. Let's look at this one. So when I get to that E F sharp right there, did I open up? I think I was closed as I got up to it. That's my more resonant sound. Again, I'm getting that because I'm keeping it open here, keeping a little bit of air in my cheeks, keeping that pressure very light, because I think a lot of pressure kills resonance. It kills it up there. I think that your sound has to resonate through your lips as well as the flute. I think your sound comes from your head as well, which is why we all have different sounds. Even comparing one good sound with another good sound, we don't all sound the same because that resonance is different in everybody. So this time when I went up that, in order to achieve resonance there in that high register, is I had to make sure I was open from the bottom and I didn't close up. It's easy to close as you get higher. Open. I'm totally closed. Because I'm not thinking about a flexible embouchure. If your embouchure isn't flexible and moving from low to high and changing, you're not going to get resonance. So that has to be moving and changing. Checking on the octave here. I've gone just about an octave. Am I still open? Yes, I was there because I'm thinking about it. There's my next octave. Very loose, and I'm keeping that open. I'm trying to get as much resonance as I can get there. It's hard getting resonance in your third octave and getting it to sing. The higher you go is not easy. I was looking also at, if I take out the American Suite by Bruce Stark, and I look at his second movement, Bird and the Canyon, it's called. It's got some nice short staccato notes here to sound bird-like. You're not really a total bird, because sometimes we flute players don't always want to be birds, if you know what I mean. We sometimes want to be the wolf, right? But this is the bird call here. Really short little peck notes, and I need to have resonance on a short sound. Every time I tongue that, I'm thinking, can I open more? Can it be looser here? Is my embouchure open, and am I getting sound on that? And letting that note spin. that's continuing this opening line, which is kind of interesting here. But I want to open up this upper register. As you are playing and working on that third octave note, work on opening this all the way up from your throat all the way up into your sinuses, keeping that sound open, your jaw down and relaxed, and letting the sound go all the way up, straight up into your sinus cavity, so that there is resonance in your tone all the time, in that third octave especially. So let's work on that third octave. Let's get more resonance in that third octave, and you'll be glad that you did, because your sound is going to be amazing. So more resonance in your third octave. Work on it. Use your solos. That's today's flute tip. If you like today's flute tip, press the like button, subscribe, comment below, and share it with your friends.